So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw now, we see the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos, and Sami Zayn come out, and they was talking about how Roman Reigns will beat Drew McIntyre at Clash of the Castle and, retain the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship, and how the Bloodline runs SmackDown and Raw. But then, since they said that, Kevin Owens comes out, and Kevin Owens was talking about, oh, you said y'all run SmackDown and Raw, but, I run Raw. Y'all ain't even on the show half of the time and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what Kevin Owens was saying. But then he says that, Jey Uso was like, hey, go ahead and tell Sami, go ahead and tell Kevin that Roman don't owe him nothing. He said, alright, Kevin, Roman don't owe you nothing. And then, Kevin was like, well, that's fine, because a few years ago, 18 months ago, I could have won the titles, but Jey Uso wouldn't interfere. So how about this? I'm ready for a fight. Let's get a referee out here, and then we'll have a match. So then we get a match started. It was Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso, 1-on-1. Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn was at ringside. This match was a really good match. At one point, we see Kevin Owens get hit with the Samoan drop on the steel steps outside of the ring, but then at one point, Jey Uso looked like he was going to win when he hit the super kick onto Kevin Owens, climbs at the top turnbuckle, jumping off with the Uso splash on the KO, and then pins him 1-2. Kevin barely kicks out at 2. But then we get to the very ending where we see Kevin arguing with Sami outside the ring. He actually hit the super kick onto Jey, and then hits a super kick on the Jimmy Uso, knocking him off the apron, climbs at the top turnbuckle, jumps off for a frog splash on Jey, pins him. Jey barely kicks out too. He gets out the ring, and then he starts arguing with Sami. He pushes Sami, but then that's when Jey comes up with the suicide dive onto Kevin Owens, throws Owens back into the ring, and he tells Sami, he's like, hey, go ahead and grab a steel chair. Well, Jey gets back in the ring, puts Kevin Owens on the second rope, while Jimmy Uso's, distracting the referee on the other side. Sami Zayn had a steel chair. It looked like he was going to hit him, but he decides not to. And Jey Uso's like, what the hell, why ain't you going to hit him with the chair? And then he turns around and he gets hit with the stunner, and then gets pinned for the 3 count. So, yeah, Kevin Owens defeated Jey Uso tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's what happened. Pretty good match. For that match, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a great match between those two guys. But yeah, after that match, we see Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and Bayley talking backstage. They was talking about how not only they will win at Clash of the Castle, they will win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship tonight and send Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah backpacking to SmackDown. So yeah, that's what they said there. And yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that we see Miz and Ciampa was like, get home safely, Miz, and then Miz gets into the truck, and the interviewer comes up to try to talk about Dexter Lumis, but Miz is like, I don't want to talk about it like I said, so leave me alone, and he walks away. Miz gets in the truck, cranks it up, leaving out, and then we see Dexter Lumis in the back seat. So, yeah, that's what's happening there. But yeah, that's what happened there, and I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Raw.